Good morning, Mid-Missouri. I'm Emil Lippi with a look at your morning headlines. The Planned Parenthood controversy continues in Columbia. Supporters rallied on MU's campus last night to show their support for the organization. The rally comes after MU revoked the hospital's privileges for a licensed abortion doctor to provide the service locally. Speakers talked about the importance of Planned Parenthood in Columbia. However, not everyone at the rally supported the organization. Missouri lawmakers gather at noon to begin their veto override session. One vetoed bill up for consideration would cut unemployment benefits to one of the shortest periods nationally, and another would make Missouri a right-to-work state by barring union contracts that require fees from all employees. Authorities believe a 21-month-old boy who died at a St. Louis area hospital of a gunshot wound accidentally shot himself. The boy was shot around 1 p.m. Tuesday at a home in Hanley Hills, St. Louis County. Police spokesman Sean McGuire said in a statement Tuesday night that detectives believe the child picked up a loaded handgun and shot himself. The mother drove the child to St. Mary's Hospital where he was pronounced dead. McGuire says one person has been arrested, but no details will be released until the case is presented to prosecutors. Next week, there will be a groundbreaking for a new early childhood learning center. The little learners will be able to use the center in 2017. It's located in between Lang Middle School and Lang Park off Smiley Lane. CPS spokesperson Michelle Baumstark says as the school district continues to grow, the only way to do this is to build schools and build additions onto existing schools when possible. And speeding through a yellow light might not be the best choice, especially if there's a camera to catch you. That's why Columbia's deputy city manager wants to bring red light cameras back to Columbia. This is video from one of the cameras showing cars and even school buses running through a red light. The Missouri Supreme Court ruled earlier this year the driver of the car should be held responsible instead of the owner, and many cities stopped using them. Columbia ended the red light program before the Supreme Court made the decision, but the Columbia Police Department says enforcing traffic violations without the cameras is tough on officers. Dozens of animals have been removed from what sheriff's deputies say is a puppy mill in Jackson County. Authorities say nearly 50 dogs and cats were found in deplorable conditions at the property near Oak Grove. There's no word yet on any criminal charges. The VA hospital in Columbia is feeling a sense of relief. Projects for a new parking garage and education center are now underway. This comes after the federal government decided not to delay funding as previously feared. With lawmakers focused on VA access and appointment wait times, the projects could have faced budget delays. Hospital employee Randy Westveer is glad Congress made room for the projects. The project is estimated to cost about $12 million. The brother of Missouri's Republican Rep. Jason Smith has been reported missing. The Southeast Missourian reports that Billy G. Smith was reported missing on Monday. The Dent County Sheriff's Office says he was last seen early Monday at the Ameristar Casino in St. Charles, driving a 2009 black Chevy Cobalt. He's 5 foot 10 inches, weighing 315 pounds, with blue eyes, very short hair, and a goatee. And it's only minutes from 8 a.m., which means the walkout is about to start. At 8 this morning, the graduate students at MU are set to protest against the university. 3 days ago, they released an updated list of demands. Some included are on-campus childcare and lower tuition rates. Since the university still has not resolved their issues, they will perform an on-campus-wide walkout all day long. Former President Jimmy Carter has received good news in his battle with cancer. His doctors say the cancer stopped spreading and he's responding well to treatment. The Carter Center in Atlanta gave the update Tuesday. The 91-year-old announced in August that 4 cancer shots had spread to his brain. He is now undergoing cancer treatment at Emory University's Winship Cancer Institute. Today is International Walk to School Day, and schools across Columbia and the country will be participating. Many Columbia public schools have participated in the annual event for more than a decade now. The event is part of a movement for year-round safe routes to school. It began in the U.S. in 1997 and went global in 2000. Now more than 40 different countries participate each year, and this year marks the 14th year with schools from every state registered to celebrate walking to school. CPS Community Relations Director says this event is a fun and exciting way to engage students and families in the idea of walking or biking to school. New data suggests children who survive cancer may be at higher risk of developing diabetes or other autoimmune diseases later in life. Researchers looked at 20,000 adults who had cancer before the age of 20. These survivors were 40% more likely to be hospitalized for an autoimmune condition over the next 19 years. Diabetes and Addison's disease were the most commonly diagnosed illnesses among childhood cancer survivors. One state legislator says he hopes to prompt an investigation against Cole County Judge Patricia Joyce. This comes after she recently dismissed a child rape case involving Aaron Michael Fisher of Miller County. Lake Ozark Representative Rocky Miller says Joyce's logic was faulty when she was dismissed in 2009 on the charges of the grounds that Fisher had not been granted a fair and speedy trial. Fisher pled guilty last year, but months later recanted. Miller says he plans to file an article of impeachment against Joyce to open a deeper investigation. Parking downtown can cause quite a headache for drivers. A recent study of parking in Columbia found most parking spaces were full in downtown and in surrounding neighborhoods. The Downtown District Leadership Council met Tuesday to discuss its final thoughts on parking before the city releases its recommendations. One idea being discussed is the development of a parking commission. City staff will present their final recommendations to the City Council at the November 16th meeting. New research reveals tobacco use remains high among Hispanic and Latino adults in the U.S. Alternative smoking methods like e-cigarettes and hookah seem to be responsible for much of the increase, especially among younger Latinos. That may be because these products are easy to buy, have a more appealing taste, and are less restricted than cigarettes in public places. Some residents in Columbia are getting a new neighbor. The Columbia Alliance to Combat Homelessness, or CATCH, presented its plan to build a new homeless shelter. The shelter will run 24 hours a day and be located near many houses. Neighbors say there's already a significant homeless problem in the neighborhood, but some are not sure a new shelter will help solve safety concerns. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back with the Today Show.